Today has been a perfect day, a perfect fall-like day, but we are anticipating some big weather changes. In fact, we have a weather impact alert for tomorrow evening until Monday. So make sure that you are prepared. This is just so you know what to expect. We are expecting some cold rain to come into Atlanta and across all of Georgia, no matter where you are. Just want to make sure that you are prepared for what's to come ahead. Here's a look at our current satellite and radar. Here at 9 p.m. we are watching this system that is slowly but surely creeping its way into Georgia. Right now it is dumping heavy rainfall across the mid-south, even some rainfall back off to the west in Texas. Severe weather rolled through portions of Texas last night, but we're not anticipating any severe weather at all. And honestly, as of right now, we just have increasing cloud cover. Over the next few hours, that's what you can expect. That cloud cover will continue to increase and our temperatures are going to take a bit of a dip. So as you prepare for your Sunday morning, it will be cool, but it'll also be cloudy. We're not expecting that rainfall to be having any really big impacts until later on in the day. So if you have any church or brunch plans, things will be fine for that. But let's talk about that weather impact alert. Why did we issue it? It's going to be very cold, the coldest weather that we've seen all season so far. We're gonna have a few days into the mid to upper 50s, and that's just your actual temperature. Not only will those temperatures will be cooler, but we'll also be tracking some rain showers as well. So here's what you're going to expect. The rain and the wind will be moving in for sure. Those wind gusts could be upwards of 20 to 25 miles an hour, and our temperature is going to be taking a bit of a tumble. So you want to make sure that you have your umbrella and your coats at the very least. So let's talk about the rest of tonight, going into your Monday as well, and what we can expect. This is the latest on our futurecast track. Overnight tonight, some of us could be seeing maybe a light rain shower. Mostly cloudy skies, temperatures into the mid to upper 50s overnight into tomorrow evening, 4 p.m. This is a look at it. Mostly cloudy, no rainfall just yet. So if you have any trunk or treats or anything outside planned, the early morning, mid-afternoon, not so bad. It will be later on into Sunday night before we start to see some more rainfall coming. In fact, even if you're going to one music fest, it does look like a few spotty showers are possible, but we're not looking like a complete washout for late Sunday. Heavier rainfall starts to enter northwest Georgia Sunday around 11 o'clock, but it will really be around 1 and 2 a.m. where we really start to see that heavy rainfall really taking place. And that's when you want to make sure that you are weather aware, because that rain is going to be very heavy at times. You can definitely hear a few rumbles of thunder, and you could be seeing some ponding on those roadways. One thing for sure, your Monday morning commute, this is 7:30 a.m., going to be very wet, very unsettled, and very cool, really cold. Those actual temperatures will be into the low 50s, and it's going to be very hard for those temperatures to climb throughout the day on Monday because that rainfall will be lingering, cloud cover lingering as well. You can see Monday 5:30 still hanging out into the low 50s for your Monday. So those temperatures are trending a little bit cooler to start our week. Then we start to see things getting back up into the mid 50s. It does look like we do have a chance to see some of that rainfall kind of just stalling out for your Tuesday morning, and it'll be maybe Tuesday evening before we start to see things clearing out. We're talking about those wind gusts. What can you expect as far as winds are concerned? It does look like even overnight tonight into the early morning of Sunday, we start to see those winds increasing. In fact, Sunday morning, maybe a 22-mile-an-hour wind gust in Canton and Marietta. So just be prepared that tomorrow morning it could be cool, it could be cloudy and a little bit windy, but it should still be dry. It won't be until tomorrow evening where we start to see that rainfall arriving. But as we continue to put this into motion, Sunday at 7 p.m., take a look at these wind gusts. That's more of 26 miles an hour. And as you get closer to that 1-2 a.m. time frame where we see that heaviest of that rain arriving, that's when those winds could really start to get gusty, and that's when we'll start to really see that weather being impactful overnight and into your Monday. Will these high winds continue all day Monday? Yes, but by Tuesday we start to see things settle down just a little bit. I would love to say that's the only rainfall that we're tracking, but it does look like we're going to be having a pretty wet and unsettled week. As far as rainfall totals are concerned, maybe an inch and a half, but we'll get to that in a second. Here's a look at your rain chances over the next 5 days. A 70% chance for rain on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it does look like we're starting to see things trend a little bit drier, but we still have to keep those rain chances intact just in case. Here's a look at our European model. What can we expect? This is a look at Tuesday. So this is after that main front passes through. What are we seeing for Wednesday? It does look like Wednesday evening we have another chance to see some wraparound rain that could even see some lingers into your Thursday afternoon. That cloudy, cool weather sticking around for your Thursday, and it will be probably Friday before we start to see things clearing out and those temperatures climbing back into the 60s, which is normal for us for this time of the year. Here's our rainfall comparison. Over the next 5 days, mind you, we need this rain. We are in a drought right now, so we need the rain. However, you have to be cautious when you get a lot of heavy rainfall at once, because that could cause some flooding concerns, because that ground doesn't really have a lot of room to absorb that rainfall because it is so dry. So you can see a lot of runoff. So that's another thing that we'll have to monitor with this heavy rain, specifically on your Monday and throughout the day on Monday as that rainfall continues to linger around. Rainfall totals for the next 5 days, maybe 1 to 2 inches. The American model at first was kind of being reserved with that rainfall, but now we're seeing maybe 2 inches of rainfall based off the American model. Our European model, it has always showed about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. So I'm thinking 1.5 inches will probably be our safe bet over the next 5 days. Now let's talk about the tropics. This is another very interesting point of conversation. We do now have Hurricane Melissa. This is the latest 8 p.m. advisory. At 5 p.m., this was a Category 1 storm with 90-mile-an-hour winds. So in the last 3 hours, it has intensified already to 100-mile-an-hour winds, moving west at 3 miles an hour. Category 2 storm. What we are anticipating and what we are seeing is that this storm is going to go through rapid intensification because the waters are so warm. Unfortunately, a lot of models now calling for this storm by Monday could be a Category 4 to Category 5 storm, even our own in-house model. So this is something that we're going to continue to watch because unfortunately it does look like Jamaica is going to be taking the worst of it. It still looks like it could hold that Category 4 storm even as it continues to push all the way across Haiti, and that is going to be a problem. I mean, Category 2 wind strengths at 105 miles an hour by Wednesday. This storm looks like it's going to feed off those warm waters and stay intact and really cause a problem for people there. The good news is, as far as direct U.S. impacts, we're not seeing them, especially with those spaghetti models, but it's still going to be devastating for the island of Jamaica. Here's another thing. We talk about rapid intensification once it gets into those warm waters, and you can look at the water temperatures. This is right now, 86-degree water. That is very, very hot. So that is going to fuel this storm as it continues to push. As of right now, once again, we're not expecting any impacts here, but it's still very, very interesting and something that we're continuing to watch, and we'll continue to bring you updates on as well. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast for you. A weather impacts alert for Sunday evening throughout the day on Monday for the cold rain and the cooler temperatures. Take a look at that temperature drop. We're going to go from 65 degrees tomorrow to around 57 on your Monday. It's going to be noticeably cooler. That rainfall is going to be a cold rain as well, and our temperatures were going to be staying into the mid to upper 50s pretty much all week long. It will be Friday or Saturday before we start to see those temperatures warming back up into the 60s. So I hope that you enjoyed today. I hope that you enjoy the first half of tomorrow, because we're going to be seeing a big weather shift as we head throughout the rest of this week. As of right now, this is the latest on what we're watching. We're going to continue to monitor it all, and we'll bring you another update, and I will have the latest on what's happening with Hurricane Melissa, as well as our latest forecast track at our 11 p.m. show. But for now, I'm meteorologist Danielle Moss.